Well, hello, kind citizens. It is I, the good brother, with another True Flash, aka News Flash, courtesy of Area 757 TV. And the reason why I'm smiling so hard with this current episode about to drop today, because I'm exposing names. I'm gonna give you one of the top gatekeepers. I got some exclusive videos from him that I found online. So this guy definitely knows how to talk, guys. And he was named in my last year video that I dropped, the top UFO gatekeepers, those in the know but don't want to disclose everything. So this guy's definitely one of the illuminated ones. And I talked about him. George Knapp named him in the latest UAP hearings. Who would they like to hear from? Somebody that should come testify that might not be cooperative. And he named the person that I'm about to do an episode today on, the great Glenn Gaffney himself. Oh yeah, Glenn, you know how to talk. I done found some exclusive interviews from you. But before I go too deep, I want to show you how the first interview I found of Glenn Gaffney, where this guy actually interviewed him pretty well too. It was from last year and whatnot. And watch, I'm going to let Glenn Gaffney introduce himself, because us in the UFO community, we know who he is, but the everyday citizen. So yeah, we ain't going to let these gatekeepers hide no more. We're going to move you to the forefront, Glenn. So here you go, your own episode courtesy of Area 757 TV. But trust me, he ain't gonna be the last. I got a whole top 3 list I'm doing, and you're just the first. So here we go. Glenn Gaffney, number 3. Let him introduce himself, and then I'll be right back. Stay right here. Check this out.
Here, thank you.
Glenn, why don't we kick off with an introduction that you make on your very interesting background, please?
Thank you. I spent 31 years in the U.S. intelligence community. Almost all of that doing science and technical analysis or tech development, developing new capabilities and being able to bring them forward into the foreign field to collect intelligence. Spent, like I said, 31 years in the U.S. intelligence community. I had the
Can
great.
you say which part of the intelligence community?
Yes, I had the great. So I was in the CIA for almost all of those years, except for 2, where I was at the office of the Director of National Intelligence, as the Deputy Director of National Intelligence for collection, which.
Now, you just heard Glenn Gaffney speak and articulate very well. And shout out to this interviewer, Katan Patel. He did do a decent job. He did probe, because you do have to not only interview people that work in intelligence in the CIA. They are master manipulators, y'all. So the everyday citizen, even the novel journalist, can't even do it right. So I respect this guy and, the information he's getting. So pay attention when he says, now, since retiring from the CIA, and watch how many times Glenn Gaffney says technology when he's breaking down his new job and what he does. And again, pay attention to the underlining meaning, and I'll be right back.
Thanks, Glenn. You went on to look at science and technology and its impact, the positive impact in the world at large. What was that next phase of your career?
So the next phase, after I retired from the federal government, was I joined a company called Incutel, which has been around for well over 25 years now, and they are a strategic investor, strategic tech investor. So you can think of it as a lot of times it's referred to as CIA's venture arm, which is not quite correct, but they are a strategic investor, not for profit, that looks at ready soon technology that has both economic or the potential for strong economic impact, as well as helping in the national security front. And so Incutel identifies those technologies, brings teams together of venture players who make an investment in that technology and then bring that technology forward, oftentimes with what we would call a work program or an evolutionary step that would modify the technology in a way that in many times makes it even more fitting for the economy or more fitting for national security.
And in the most recent work you're doing, how is that somewhat different from that?
So what I'm doing now, I'm working as the chief strategy officer for a new not-for-profit called the Noble Reach Foundation. And what we do there is we are not investors. We are a team that does 2 things. We focus on tech translation, that we think we identify tech that's still in its research phase. And while the research is still going on, we bring teams of experts and former CEOs, folks who have been through the valley of death in translating research into technology, into product, We bring embedded experts in who have different experiences in key technical areas like biotech or in lasers or in AI, right? Machine learning. We'll find the right experts, bring them in, work with the research team, and put them on a path towards commercialization. But the technologies that we identify aren't just for the economy. We're also looking at ones that we think could have real social impact, right?
Yes.
And an impact for good. And so on the tech translation side of the house, that's what our focus is. And we're enjoying working with these teams and bringing them forward. And we've been successful with it in the last few years.
Now, again, those of us that are skilled in interviewing people that have former CIA agents, people that worked in intelligence on a high level, y'all know how to read between the lines of everything he said. We can count how many times he said technologies and bringing people together. And then this final clip, if you've stuck around for what's coming, y'all, this is why we need Glenn Gaffney before Congress. Because I think he's gaslighting us, y'all. The fact that he said this, and this is in a separate interview I found from a year ago where he went on this show talking about AI technologies and the future of AI and things of this nature. And when y'all hear what this motherfucker said, it's going to piss y'all off. Again, Glenn, get your ass before Congress. All right. But I'm going to be right back. Like, Pete, what this motherfucker had the audacity to say.
It's critical. I'm a big believer in you need to have the human in the loop when the human was the reason for the loop in the first place. I didn't coin that phrase. I picked it up from somebody else, but it stuck with me for a long time.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Which means we actually have to spend the time, and like Teresa was saying, people should get familiar. People should be experimenting with ChatGPT, but experimenting is the right word. Try it out on some things.
Did y'all hear what that motherfucker had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say? He believes that humans deserve to be in the loop, especially when humans are the reason for the loop. So, Glenn Gaffney, I just need you to apply that same energy when it comes to UFO disclosure. I need you to get before Congress and tell us something you know. Even if you say these words, I'm going to help you out. Say this. At least you saying something. I'm going to give y'all an out. Go ahead.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
So even if you do get before Congress and say that, at least when disclosure happens, you guys aren't holding the bag. I get it. Maybe we can't handle the truth. But I need everybody in the UFO community, from UFO Twitter, Reddit, Vetted, everybody, all y'all podcasts, run with this. Take this clip. I done found the footage. I got a gatekeeper talking, and it's hard to see these guys do interviews. So yeah, Glenn, let's get before Congress. Talk to us, buddy. And this is another exclusive episode of Area 757. Stay tuned. He was number 3 on the list. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing 2 and 1. And to all you senators out there, all those people that work in the intelligence and the know that's hiding these secrets, I would watch this episode and think it through. Because the next one I do might be about you. This is the Good Brother signing out.
It's critical. I'm a big believer in you need to have the human in the loop when the human was the reason for the loop in the first place. I didn't coin that phrase. I picked it up from somebody else, but it stuck with me for a long time.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Which means we actually have to spend the time, and like Teresa was saying, people should get familiar. People should be experimenting with ChatGPT, but experimenting is the right word. Try it out on some things.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Saucers, extraterrestrials, monsters from outer space. The government has been telling us for years that they're not real. They're weather balloons or swamp gas or reflections from